Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to see what are different components of a blog. So let's dive into this. So very first component we have title. Second, we have something known as subheadings. Third, we have the first paragraph which a user will read. Fourth, we have the content, the actual content of your entire blog, which a user will read. Fifth, we have some visuals. Last but not the least, we have CTA refers to call to action. All these are the components of a blog. So if you are writing a blog, these are 6 must to have things to your blog. Now let's try to see this with the help of example. I was looking for car driving tips for beginners and came across few articles you can see on my screen. These are the links to few blogs. There is a blog by ICICI Lombard, Cars 24, Echo, and also by HDFC. And all these in the blue are the title of each blog. Yes, you heard it right. Title is an heading to the blog which a user will read. Over here, there are 4 headings to 4 different blogs on my screen. The very first is Top 10 Car Driving Tips and Techniques for Beginners. That is by ICICI. Second is Top 15 Essential Car Driving Tips for Beginners. That's by Cars 24. And same goes over here and by Echo and HDFC. So now what are the things you should keep in mind while writing a title? By analyzing these 4 titles, I'll give you 2 tricks to write an effective title. One is use power words such as top, how to learn. Can you see this? Top is common in 3 articles. Next, tips and tricks. So these are some power words which is going to help user to click onto your blog. Second is user number. It is good to add a quantitative element to your blog title. Now, as you know, if I read this blog, ICICI blog, I'll get to know top 10 car driving tips. And on Cars 24, it's 15 essential car driving tips. So there are chances that I'll be clicking on the very first link, that is top 10 driving tips and techniques for beginners by ICICI. So I clicked on this link and this is the article which has opened on my screen. By this time, you know what a title is. Second thing which we need to see is subheadings. So subheadings are the part of blog that define what is there in the entire blog. So even before me start reading this blog, what I'll do is I'll skim through this entire blog and see what are the subheadings. Over here, get familiar with your car is one of the subheading. Wear the seatbelt is the second subheading. Same way, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9th and 10th. These are the 10 subheadings available to this blog. That's going to help me to decide whether I am going to read this blog, yes or no. If these subheadings were irrelevant to the content, I would have pressed the back icon and wouldn't have read this blog and shifted to the next blog. But as these subheadings are relevant, I'll definitely go through this entire blog. Next, we have very first paragraph. Over here, you can see this is the very first paragraph which you can see highlighted over here. This is something which is really important because if your first paragraph is quite boring, no one is going to read your entire blog. So you need to make sure that your first paragraph is quite easy to read. Second is quite interesting to read. Okay, a user should feel attached to your blog when looking at this particular paragraph because this is something which is going to motivate him to read the entire blog. After this, next we have the image. Assume a situation that I am looking onto this blog something like this. Do you think this is going to retain me for longer? Quite difficult. Too much content. But as soon as I scroll little up, this helps to make my content visually appealing so that more number of users can be retained through this image. Next is the overall content over here. So no matter how beautifully you have used first 4 points, but if your content is not worth reading, no one will stay on your content. So make sure the content which you are actually writing should add some value to the user. If that content is adding no value to user, your blog is not going to perform better. It's going to perform worse in that case. Last but not the least, encourage users. What is the reason why you have written that blog? If you'll scroll down, you'll see over here, why is car insurance required? And what ICICI Lombard is doing, they are motivating me to buy car insurance policy from them. They have given a link to your car insurance policy page and they have also motivated me. You can purchase a car insurance policy at reasonable premiums from ICICI Lombard. So there, so here, this is the CTA to this entire blog. They are motivating me to buy an insurance policy. For a blogging website, a CTA could be to read the next blog or to read the similar content. For a real estate website, lead generation could be a CTA. So all these are the few important points while crafting a good blog. So we have seen 6 major components: title, subheadings, first paragraph, image, entire piece of content, and the CTA. If you use all of these things wisely, your blog will definitely outperform others. Best of luck. This was all for this video. See you in the next video.